Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. By the title of today's video, I'm just going to be sharing some things that I wish I knew before I started my fitness journey. So for those who don't know me, my name is Jess. I am a certified personal trainer. So I started my fitness journey back in 2019. So it's been roughly 4 years now. And there's just so much that I've learned between then and now that I wanted to share with you guys, so that if you're just starting your fitness journey or are about to, you guys can use these pointers that'll probably benefit you in the long run and help you waste less time. So let's get right into it. So number one, you cannot rely on motivation. So there are going to be days where you don't feel motivated enough to go to the gym. So to me, motivation is like, it plays a very small portion in your fitness journey. Consistency and discipline is what matters the most. So if you're solely going to rely on motivation, what's going to happen when you don't feel like going is you're not going to go to the gym. You're not going to obviously get your training in. You're not going to see progress. You're not going to hit your goals. And then you're going to use that as an excuse to why the gym doesn't work for you, or etc. It's like it's being consistent that matters. So on those days where you don't feel like going, you still have to get up and get your ass in the gym so that you can achieve, you know, the body of your dreams, or whatever it is specifically that you're trying to get out of working out. So don't rely on just motivation solely. You know, start small. You know, start with like 1 day a week, 2 days a week, then up it up to 3, 4, you know, however many times that you're trying to go that fits into your time schedule. But start off small and be consistent small, and then work your way up gradually so that it's actually achievable, if that makes sense. Progress is not linear. So you are going to have some weeks or months where you feel like you're killing it. You know, you're gaining the weight you want to gain. You're losing the weight that you want to lose. You're consistent with, you know, your diet. You know, you've been eating and you haven't missed a day, things like that. But there are times where your weight will fluctuate. Perfectly normal. There are times where, you know, you may be sick, like super sick, and then you can't go, you know, work out. Like, it's not the end of the world. There are days where it's like, you know, you lose 5 pounds and then you gain them back. Like, don't let that deter you away from continuing the fitness journey. It's all a part of the process. So as long as you're doing what you have to do, you'll get to where you need to be. But progress isn't a straight line. Like, you will double back sometimes, and that's perfectly fine. Your dream body may take years to achieve. I want to say this one more time. Your dream body might take years to achieve. So actually be realistic on the time that you're trying to achieve a certain goal by. Like, I know I have a lot of clients that ask me like, hey, can I look like this by the summer? And summer is what, 2 months away? So it's like, just be realistic, you know, like, it's not a sprint, it is a marathon. So you have to create like slow achievable, short-term achievable tasks to reach that long-term goal, if that makes sense. So don't think that you're going to be snatched in a month. And plus, everyone's body is different. So someone who probably took 4 months for them to get that dump truck doesn't mean that necessarily it would happen for you. There's no cheating when it comes to this journey. So you really just need to understand that if you have a certain goal you're trying to attain, it might just take longer than what you think. Find out what works for you. So I recommend trying different things to see what you like and what you notice that is getting you to your goal. So when I started my fitness journey, I signed up at like a low tier gym. And then I started off doing like a lot of floor workouts and playing around with the machines to see how they are. My goal at the time was just to be toned and have abs, right? That's abs. That's all I cared about like 4 years ago. So it wasn't until I switched over to a mid-tier gym, so it's the one that I'm at now, where I was able to play around with like the weights and the barbells and things like that. And that's when I made the discovery that this is what worked for me. Like, strength training and bodybuilding. Like that's what's helping me come to my results. So I didn't discover this until about almost a year ago. So out of the 4 years, this is something that I picked up like literally not even a year ago, and I've had the most improvement in my physique out of all the other years, like within me discovering strength training. So this goes to show you, it might take a while for you to come up with like a routine that works best for you. Don't just go off your favorite IG model or fitness model that you see online. I mean, try it out, and if it works for you, it works for you. But again, just because something works for somebody else doesn't mean that it is going to be what you need or that it will work for you. So it's just something to take into consideration. Comparison is a thief of joy, so don't be like, oh, why is she looking like this and all she has to do is get on a treadmill and, you know, like you're not getting the same results. Like you guys aren't the same. So keep that in mind. Lifting / using weights will not make you bulky. If your goal is to look like that, it will help you get there if that's what you're trying to attain. But I know so many people that are afraid of lifting or using weights because they feel like they're gonna look manly. It's like, a lot of people fail to realize that the body that you want will probably require strength training. You probably cannot just get that walking on a treadmill and using the Stairmaster. You're gonna have to use weights. So be open-minded. You know, don't go into it, I'm definitely not doing this and this and this because I'm gonna look like this. Be open-minded, try it, and if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But yeah, ooh, this is a good one. Your diet. So this is something that I definitely wish I would have known earlier, because I probably could have been more further along, like physique wise, into what I'm trying to obtain. But your diet plays, if not the most important role in your fitness journey. So you can exercise and have a really strict gym routine or workout routine, but if you're not eating to compensate for that, you will look the same. Like it's gonna take you longer to achieve your goals. So if a goal of yours is to gain muscle and tone up, you better make sure you're getting your protein in. You better make sure you're getting your calories in. If you're trying to gain, you know, if you're bulking, if you're, you know, if you're trying to cut and you're trying to lose weight and it's toned down, but you're still eating junk food, these are things that will make you reaching your goals take even longer. So diet is so important, especially I think for personal trainers and your clients. It's like I can do my part in helping, you know, you with the workout piece, like the one-on-one training. I can make sure I get that done. But if you're not eating at home and then you're not seeing results, don't blame your trainer. Please, y'all, do not blame your trainer, especially like when we're, you know, on top of making sure that you guys are getting that nutrition in and eating what you're supposed to be eating. So take that into consideration. If you don't take anything into consideration in this video, take this, or you're gonna really be waste a lot of time. Like this is something that I discovered less than a year ago. Like I realized, like, okay, I'm doing my part at the gym, but I'm not necessarily seeing the results that I want to see, and changing my diet fixed that. So again, I probably still have another year to go before reaching the goal that I want to reach, but it won't, like, I've sped it up, you know, by fixing my diet, if that makes sense. Water is your best friend. We're gonna say this again. Water is your best friend, so stay hydrated, y'all. And I know you guys hear that a lot, and I know a lot of people that don't like drinking water, but what I do is I use a reusable water bottle at the gym to help me stay hydrated throughout my workouts. And then when I'm at home, it's harder for me to drink water. A lot of times I'm gonna want to reach the juices I have in the fridge or the wine, you know. But what helps me is I get the LaCroix sparkling water, like the canned ones, and it makes me feel like, you know, like I'm drinking soda or something fancy, if that makes sense, and it makes me want to drink that even more. So find little techniques, or like water, like those 0-calorie sweeteners, things like that can help you drink water more often, you know, because that you want to, especially for weight loss, you know, if you're drinking a lot of water, it's going to help you with that a lot. but sometimes I do know that it's hard, being realistic. But water is very important and something that you need to know before starting your fitness journey. Last but not least, form over ego. Form over ego. These are to my power lifters and, you know, CrossFit and etc. Like, especially if you're in the weights area, form over ego. So before you think about progressing to the next weight, you know, can you do the weight that you're currently on with good form? You don't want to fuck up your back. You don't want to, you don't want to hurt yourself trying to quickly move on to the next step that you're probably not ready for. So by the grace of God, I haven't injured myself in the gym, but I'm humble enough to know that I will progressive overload is important, but pay attention to your form. Like, pay attention to your form, and it'll save you a trip to the hospital. So guys, I believe that's all the pointers that I have on things that I wish that I've known prior to my fitness journey. And now you guys can take that into consideration before you start yours, or if you're already in the midst of your fitness journey and there are some things that you didn't know that you now know from this video. You can now implement that into your routine. But if you guys do have any questions in regards to fitness or things that you want to ask me, I do virtual one-on-one training sessions and in-person training sessions if you're located in the South Florida area. So I'm going to include the link in my description box if you guys want to inquire about any sessions. I'd be more than happy to chat with you guys. As always, subscribe, like, comment, share, and chat with me in the comments below. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.